Hello everybody and welcome back to 60 Seconds. I'm gonna give this game another go. Do Apocalypse. Plays Ted. We'll do the Fat Man. We'll see if we can make better choices and live a better life underground. What happened? Something fell, I don't know what. Right here, Timmy. Right here for you, Timmy. Timmy. Oh. Go, 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 go. Go, Ted. Go, Ted. Grab Timmy. Grab the water. There's nothing else in there we need. Throw it in. Dolores. Scoop. Get the gas mask. Get the gas mask. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, Ted. Go, Ted. Go, Ted. Suitcase. Harmonica. Go, Ted. Okay. We need the map. Rifle. Okay, okay, okay. Bug spray. The shelter. Okay, okay. We gotta grab our daughter. We gotta grab our daughter. Where are you? Where are you? No room for the first aid kit. Okay. Oh, I don't have time. I ran out of time. Okay. Okay, we'll try that again. Gotta get them all. Okay. You perished. At least I got my wife and the gas mask down there, though. She seems to be happy. Okay, let's give that another go. Could be sorted for up to 737 years. Apocalypse, Ted, Batman, begin adventure. Wait. I'm gonna start as far away from the shelter as we can. That's close to the shelter. We're in the bathroom here. Playing cards and first aid kit. Bullets. Oh yeah. Clock. Map. Flashlight. Board game. Suitcase. Water. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, Ted. Come on, Ted. We got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. People to save. Board game. So many games. Recreation. Timmy. Soup. Daughter. Get in the hole. Gun. Soup. Water. Okay, more soup. Okay, okay. Just come with me. X. Oh, I don't have time. Go in. It's time. Okay. I didn't get some essentials. There are some essentials that I did not get. But that's okay. We can survive without essentials. We can survive. We can survive. Everything's going to be fine. Book. Day 1. I almost made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves were already stocked. We can't really say we recall putting those supplies here, but we're definitely going to put them to good use. Look what we found in the suitcase we grabbed upstairs. Good thing we didn't unpack our holiday luggage. We took a holiday to jail, apparently. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, sleep on cans, we'll talk to cans. Some of us already do. It's me, I talk to the cans. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We shall have to ration it strictly. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one. We're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Nobody. Let us know when you're hungry. We decided to have some fun and play a game or two. The The first one was picking what game we're going to play. It took us almost all day. We still haven't made up our minds. There's no games. We have plenty of recreation, guys. There's board games, there's harmonica, there's cards, there's an axe. We decided to act out scenes from our favorite movies to amuse ourselves, at least for a moment. For some reason, every time we picked a new scene, we ended with one from Humphrey Bogart film. Ted seems to be doing alright even though the world has gone to crappy place. Mary Jane is feeling safe, but who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shelter? Everything seems okay with Dolores. Looks like what a good scout he is. Timmy's making the best out of the situation. He even seems cheerful. I didn't bring a gas mask, guys. We're not gonna prepare for no expedition. Honkshoe! I actually made me yawn! We stopped arguing, but for how long? Ted is really thirsty. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Dolores will not last long without water. Timmy prefers apple juice. Water. We gotta let things go down. Not alone, there's a huge hairy bunny beast that seems to be hiding in one of the pipes. It's poking its head out, eyeing our measly food stash. We can't let it get to it. We can't let it get in here when we sleep. Don't fire a gun in the shelter. It's probably not a good idea. Don't break the axe. Yeah. Our cans are saved. 2 bags for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still on top of the food chain. Good for us. They're no longer thirsty. No supplies for you. Neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Breathe calmly. 1, 2, 3. That's better. Don't panic. Don't panic. We need to open the door. We're all going to die. Open the door. Nope. A radioactive neighborhood. Radioaction. Radioactive, man. Keeping the door closed was the right thing to do, but the tensions are rising in our tiny little shelter. The morning has been calm for Ted. He's doing well. Impressed to see how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks fine today. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. Contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging to these distances can result in radiation sickness. Today we met a bunch of people who looked like Halloween actor outfits, doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital moving from place to place, attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. Their problem is some of their supplies got eaten by something that looks like a Sasquatch. They're asking if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. Got water. Give you one of our very precious water bottles. A bottle of relatively clean water is the closest we will ever get to hydrogen peroxide. The guests were grateful anyway. Where is water when Ted needs it? Water is what Mary Jane needs most of all. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Everybody wants water. You get water. Contamination of our town is still strong. Not the best time or place to make plans for the future, but we can't help think about what can we make of this terrible situation? Is our house still standing? Will we have to move for some forsaken hole like Toronto? No, never moved to Toronto. Hey guys, you guys are looking well. They're hungry. Maybe moving away won't be too bad. We can probably make new friends, meet new people, provided anyone is alive. Everybody's hungry. We can eat. Contamination of our town is still strong. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds from behind our door. We peeked out this morning, we saw a leather suitcase. I think this is a bad thing. A gift! Receive a gift. I got that thing. What did they give us? I can't spot it right away. Block. Oh. We gladly accepted this sudden gift, and despite our suspicions, it turned out it was just regular tomato soup that we all know and love. Thank you, kind stranger. Would have been water, though. The contamination of our town is still strong. Wouldn't you know it, our dairy Mary Jane keeps a diary. For some reason, she was hiding it in the scout book we keep in her shelter. We have no doubt she needs to be done right now. Each of us must be assigned a role, and the diary must be read aloud, right? Oh, let her keep her secrets. And keep your secrets. Oh. Mary Jane thanked us for respecting her privacy. Then she ripped and tore out all the pigeons, set them on fire, stomped on them, and fed them to a mutated rat outside. A bit excessive, but we still feel better now that that's been dealt with. We still wonder what she wrote about us, though. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. How about soup? Renee Road is still highly radioactive. Yeah, talk to your son. Talk to your boy. Oh! A phone call. Even a word or two may have brightened someone's mood. Timmy seems better now. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. They need water. Alright. Dolores, you're going out. And you're gonna come back. We've got a med kit. So even if you're sick. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear the gasp release from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Soup. Dolores, you're going out. You're taking... the suitcase so you can bring back more supplies. Look out there, honey! Welcome back. Everything's going great, as you can see. Okay, hold on, I'll go back and read this. Dolores is on her way back to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. We were glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. We found the 10-cent hotel in ruins, but there was plenty to look through, though. Pieces of furniture, suitcases, and other hotel supplies were scattered all over the place. Now we know the secret of the restaurant chef. It's tomato soup. No wonder they were a 5-star hotel. This is the last expedition got us thinking. Maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow? Of course, most of the automobile vehicles available are completely burned out. But if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We'd better keep an eye out for those on future expeditions. Too many days without water took their toll. When Mary Jane found out she was not getting a single drop of water, she got furious, stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and she's getting her water one way or another. We're seriously terrified. Dolores is not doing well. But she's alive. Lack of Timmy drove Timmy insane. He opened the Timmy door and Timmy away without looking back. He's not likely to Timmy. You go ahead and eat, Dolores. You know what? You're gonna be fine. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Except that one time when we, never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign. Hey, Dolores, can you put your husband outside? They made contact. The military's out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores needs more time to rest. Eat, Dolores. It's your day. It's your time to shine. As we were looking through our map, we came across a few markings that were not original. Someone had added a pointer to a location near us. Would we be fine there? We don't know. Maybe it's worth sending someone out to check it. I'll send myself. I'll send Dolores. She's gonna come back with soup. The map directions weren't too hard to follow. We found one of our neighbor's backyard and dug up under the trees. We discovered 2 cans of food. That's what we call a successful treasure hunt. Soup for Dolores. We're either going crazy or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects. Or worse. It's worse! There's spiders! And some not miniature, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. Smash them with a book! Go, Dolores. Go, little Dolores. We always knew books were precious. They are the perfect weapon for waging total war on insectoids of any kind. Fear will keep the local spiders in line. Fear of this scout handbook. While chasing them in the shelter, we found a misplaced water bottle. That would have come in handy, huh? Dolores won't survive much longer. Well, she can have a little sip. It's not easy to be calm in these circumstances. Hopefully we will keep our peace, or else we all might need to act like wolves. Survival of the fittest and all. I think the only one here that's fit is Dolores. Everyone else dead or run away. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Dolores needs time to rest. She seems exhausted. No longer thirsty, though. Matter, she can have a sip. Bug spray for checkerboard? I'll do that. Sure. Fair exchange. Fair trade. The weird man tried to make us buy some fried cockroaches on a stick covered in some mysterious sauce. These snacks look pretty disgusting, so we turned them down. But we bought something else from him. He looked a bit disappointed. You know what, Dolores, you don't need me. You're going out for an expedition. Our favorite radio station stopped broadcasting when we tried other frequencies. We found nothing but static. Are all the stations gone? No. Just leave it be. Don't break the radio. Pretty sure that they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. Dolores is pretty fatigued. Dolores is quite calm. Have a sip. Going out, we're taking the gun. Going out into the wasteland to venture out and find the ventures that venture on and venture be. You broke the gun. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. If we had to pick our favorite day of the week, it would be Saturday, before the bombings. Saturday was a time of relaxing and joy, like bribing Mary Jane with cookies so she stopped playing tuba, gossiping about the neighbors, and of course, bowling. Looks like the bowling alley is still standing. Yabba-dabba-doo! Desperate times call for desperate measures. We weren't surprised to see that someone had placed water bottles instead of bowling pins at the end of the lane. We were sorry to ruin their setup, but we really need that water. So much for our rifle. It got damaged during the expedition. We window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burnt out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe future expeditions will be more... What is that? Seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. An earthquake! Grab something to hold on to. The radio. Keep that thing working. Love it. Love it. Love that for us. Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. We were able to grab it before it could fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we don't know until we clean this place up. Dolores is tired and can't seem to sleep it off. We found an unsigned letter today. Stranger asked for help. Apparently there are a few survivors in grave need of supplies. We haven't had a chance to help them. They're saying we won't regret it, and they would make silver people very, very happy. Yeah, sure. We have a lot of soup and only one mouth to feed. Knock knock. The authors of the note turned out to be twin siblings, a brother and a sister. They greeted us happily and took us to a small tent where they started handing out the supplies we brought to a small group of hungry survivors. Between them were people of all ages, including children, the elderly, and even a mime. That's a different kind of person right there. Siblings shook our hands and proclaimed this is the beginning of a new friendship. They promised to contact us again soon. She seems exhausted. Thinking about murder. We got a visit today from a person with a physical mutation. He managed to grow several extra fully operational hands. He shared the story of his group with us, the other deformites who, despite the circumstances, remain friendly and struggle to gather supplies. Wherever they go, people just shoo them away in fear of getting sick. He promises that if we gift him some supplies, his group will help us get rid of bandits next time they bother us. Soup. Got more soup than water. Oh, boopity boop boop boop. Boopity boop 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 boop. Boop. Whether it was a pity or just fear of the bandits, we're not sure, but in the end we agreed to his terms. We would be calmer knowing that someone else is looking out for us, especially for someone with so many arms. She's the long arm of the law, if you know what I mean. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. No longer hungry, though. We were able to catch the military. Well, we were able to catch the military broadcast again. This time they're asking us to go out with a flashlight and signal their plane after it gets dark. If all goes well, they'll be able to find us. Did you guys hear the blip? What's marking on the map do for me? Neat. The signal has to wait. Besides, how do they know if you have a flashlight and how much batteries cost? Especially in this economy. After it was wiped out, Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Our sorry excuse for a dinner was interrupted by a raspy voice coming outside saying, Wanna buy a rock? We calmed down after we realized the voice belonged to an old man, Jim, who used to live in our town. Well, at least we think he did. We just never quite figured out where he stayed. Probably answer his question. I'll buy a rock. How much for a rock? Rocks? We love rocks. Mary Jane used to have a sizable collection of minerals and we really all fond of it. Even the simplest radioactive rock is a good start for a new collection. The ones we chose is pretty, and Jim didn't even want anything in return. He told us it brings luck and we should cherish it. Seems like things are really going our way today. Dolores can't get any sleep around here. Dolores should have some water. What is the burp? Burp. Burp. Yes, hello? Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Wasteland is full of surprises. Yeah, sure. Our gun is broken, so take our ammunition, man. What are you gonna give us in return? Yes, our visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. Dolores is so damn tired. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called the Astro Citizen. But we refused. Now he just wants supplies and said he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. Yeah, dude, we got extra soup. You're good, bro. Good, have some soup. Eat some soup. Soup it up. Soup-alicious. Soup it. We are generous, so we shared our supplies with him. He tried to make us believe that America has a working space station in orbit. Or rather had, since according to that guy, it exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient. A working space station? What a joker. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated his brain started playing tricks on him. Water is all we want. All Dolores needs. Is there a person we truly miss? It's our great Uncle Terry. He used to tell brilliant stories about turtles, elephants, turtle wizards, elephants. It would be so reassuring to hear one of those stories again. And yet, we don't even have a photo of him. Just memories. How about you read a book and forget about Terry? Forget about Terry! He's gone! The bombs wiped him out! He's dead! Bingo! Our scout handbook holds more than a ton of knowledge and useful in times of the apocalypse. There are some photos stuck between its pages, along with some crosswords. We're saved! Only a few of them are solved. Dolores, you're going outside. You know what? You're packing up. Soup. X. Water. Go, Dolores, go. Go, Dolores, go. Do not perish in the wastes. That would be a shame. Look at all that delicious water. Dolores May is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. We're glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. We were happy to find the fire station in our town is at least semi-operational, even after the apocalypse. It's not really shocking. Firefighters are the greatest of heroes, right after Marines and ice cream men. The ones with the happy tunes in their vans. Although their faces look familiar, we're sure that they're the real deal. They had uniforms, helmets, fire, and everything. They even customized their headwear by drawing a lot of menacing skulls on them. How creative! Near the garage, we found a few firefighters shooting off giant mutated cockroaches with a fire hose. We joined in on the fun and managed to fill some bottles of water in the process. Damn it, we really like that suitcase. Guess it's gone now. We were returned from the expedition, but our axe did not make it. Dolores got ill. A sleazy-looking trader carrying equally sleazy-looking bag on his shoulder paid us a sleazy-looking visit. He offered us a sleazy one-time deal just for 1 can of soup. We could get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, but the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. We make a sleazy deal. Yeah, sure. Oh, we got a cat. I got the I got the achievement. That's how I knew it early. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out just to be an angry house cat. Feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sherikov. Is that its name? Dolores would really love to eat something. We can't just sit around while Dolores is still sick. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Get up, Dolores. It's the last of it. Our friends are back. Twins managed to find a safe spot that would do pretty well as a camp for their group. Everything was well until one of the workers got into a fight with a raider band. Pretty important for the group to finish their camp fast, but the injured are not able to work. They're asking if we have any spare meds to take care of their patients. We sure don't. In fact, we could use some ourselves. See the radio? What's in it for us? Our first aid kit is a real treasure these days and a rarity to find. We don't even have one. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. Dolores is so sick and tired of all this garbage. What was that? Did the radio static just stop for a moment? Let's try tuning to that signal. Shoo! Cat go. Oh, damn it. Something blew up inside the radio and the wretched thing caught fire. We were able to put it out, but it doesn't work anymore. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. Drink up, Dolores. You gotta have your water to stay healthy. We felt we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui is really off in our fallout shelter. While we were moving things around, I found a secret door. What's in it? There's only one way to find out. Poke the skeleton. Some things are better left untouched and unknown. Whatever's behind that door will have to stay some there. We also stacked some furniture against it, just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but damn it, she's hungry. Not happy and she's hungry. It's become more and more difficult to breathe in the shelter. Over the last couple of hours, we suspect there is something wrong with the ventilation. Book. Hit her with a book. Smack the vent with a book. Hey, kitty. Using the handbook to research vent maintenance seemed like a fair idea. We figured if it's full of pointers on how to fix things, it must have a chapter on nuclear shelter air filtration systems. Or we could even check we were invaded by a group of angry mutant insects which flew out the cursed vent. Their stings hurt like cell and seemed to give us a fever. Dolores is not well. Not doing great. Our last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked just down the street. It sure looked unique, but never got close enough to get a good look. Go ahead, Dolores. Go check it out. Is that a fucking car? Is that a fucking car? Is that a fucking car? Shocking discovery. It's a rusty tank. It was a little crispy around the edges. There were missing wheels and some other crucial parts. But the seats were very comfortable. Wouldn't it be amazing just to drive away and leave this radioactive hellhole behind us? It would. First aid kit we have is useless. We'd probably be able to fill it up with prescription meds from a drugstore, so we need to take medicine into our own hands. Matters into our own hands. Here's an idea. Let's use this innocent-looking bug spray to create some life-saving drugs. Oh, Dolores, you're gonna live. What do you know? Combining American innovation and deadly bug spray can evoke just can result in just enough drugs to replenish an empty first aid kit. We'll worry about the side effects later. We had to test our drugs on someone. Obviously, the adults had to be the lab rats, because they're the only one alive. Dolores putting on a brave face. Oh, but you're saved, Dolores. You're going out again. Sharkov is still a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, we just noticed something else on his collar. Seems to be a metal plate with an address on it. Yeah, sure. Yeah. They grabbed our new fluffy friend for a little stroll through the wastes, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they'd been looking for it. Apparently it belongs to a dear old man who loves it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Sharikov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, so apparently it's for the best. Drink up, Dolores, you're gonna need it. Go out there with a map. Find some cool stuff at that place. Hey, you're back and you didn't bring any food. Dolores is on her way to the surface. We're glad to see Dolores made it back safely from the wasteland. We spotted an unknown group of people scavenging in our neighborhood. They had a lot of bags and backpacks. Too many even. They were really busy and didn't notice when one of their backpacks went missing with a little help from us. Bottom of the backpack, underneath a dozen or so pieces of women's underwear, we found a first aid kit. Our map really took a beating during our expedition. Nearly unusable now. Dolores is putting on a really brave face. Our supplies are scarce and our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in our shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from the retirement home. Oh. Yes? No. Why not? The dark side. Show your evil self. Kill someone? Went, got what we needed, and came back. I'm sure that group will do fine. Mostly. Probably. Yeah, absolutely. Dolores putting on a brave face. We woke up to a dripping sound today and noticed there's something leaking from the pipes. Patch it up with the gas mask. Oh, there was a dripping from the pipes. It ate through some stuff. Right there, you can see. Sharkov is back. Problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. To our surprise, we found Sharikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure how or why it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates? Our kind hearts? Our optimism? Our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Dolores is suffering. Water. Take the cards. Take them. Wow. You're still kicking, Dolores. I'm proud of you. So very proud. Man packed his things into the wheelbarrow and departed. Before leaving, he uttered something about bandit activity nearby and how dangerous the area is. Dolores barely has any strength left. If she doesn't eat till night, she's going to die tomorrow night. Dolores needs to rest. Might be resting permanently soon. What's wrong with the tank? A loud crash, surprised shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling Truly a recipe for a good start to the day. As it turns out, Cherkov found a new toy, a bit of innocuous wiring that it ripped out of the wall. Who knows what that cable's for, but the lights are still on. It can't be that important. What's the wire? How are we alive? How are we alive? We followed the wire outside and found a half-burned out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. That's some space tech right there. Were they listening in on us in our very shelter? Their favorite excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here. Isn't that right, Timmy? I know, boy. Oh, Timmy, I miss you. Dolores barely has any strength left. If she doesn't need Timmy, then she won't last till morning. Timmy complains Dolores still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Time to ration water. We keep dreaming about those little things we did back in the day, even when there weren't as many bombs falling down. Not on our heads, anyway. How you doing, Dolores? You're still kicking. What we make of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make it right. Dolores. Well, keep drinking. What in the hell are those sounds? Are they coming from the goddamn walls? They're driving us crazy. Something is crawling around in the air vents. Relax, take a brief breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing. Traded all of our relaxing. Oh, you are not looking good. You're crazy. Crazy. Dolores no longer talks to us. Earth to Dolores, can you hear us? Or the voices in your head? Boredom can rarely get to you in the shelter. It can lead to dark places. Trust us. Voices. Dolores barely has any strength left. Dolores' sanity is questionable. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we go out and leave, walk the surface like we used to, smell the fumes and pollution? It's the scent of freedom we miss. That's the scent of freedom out there. You don't want to come in. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Dolores barely has any strength left. Dolores is crazy. She's unpredictable. Dolores needs more time to rest. Dolores is crazy. Put her in a rubber room with rats. Rats make her crazy. Dolores is crazy. The agents who are spying on us are now at the door, asking to explain themselves. Or, what's up, agents? How is Dolores living? They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us we're on a top secret government mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house as we help them out with one of their top secret missions. They assured us they'd contact us again with more details. I think this is all hallucination of Dolores. Water for Dolores. We heard a knock at the door. This morning, we held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. A pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have now branched out to offer other items too. Take some playing cards. Maybe Dolores needs that. You survive a long time without food. Girls were very kind. Their price is more than fair. Glad they accepted their offer. How very clever of them to keep their business alive after the apocalypse. We're impressed. Dolores is fucking nuts. Oh. 2 soup cans for a gas mask. Dolores, if you survive tonight, you are going to live. Gotta feed you, Dolores. We made a deal with the salesman and helped him pack. Rolled away to the wasteland like he knew exactly where he was going next. Dolores barely has any strength left. Eat. Water. This is terrible. We can't sleep. We've been having problems sleeping ever since we got down here. Now it's worse than ever. If we don't deal with the problem, it's very going to cope with one other challenge that await us outside these shin shelter shores. In shelter. Call that my knee pads. Shin shelter. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were when there are other problems that we'll need to soon face. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare the raiders away, or save us from radiation sickness. During one of its insane episodes around 3 o'clock last night, Karakov ran face first into the wall, causing a loot brick around it to fall out. Behind it was a cigar box with some ammunition inside. Thank you, whoever left it there. Dolores is just in the worst shape. We could use some extra supplies. Last time we ran on a supply room, we noticed a damaged tank stuck in the rubble nearby. Go ahead, Dolores. Go crazy out there. What did you do? Dolores? The last thing we suspected was a giant explosion. We could hear debris falling from the sky and hitting the sad remains of our house. The tank must have been booby-trapped. Or contained volatile explosives. Why did we do it? Why? Of all the places we could have perished, this is probably the best one. Or maybe not. We spent 70 days in our shelter. Well, somehow we lived that long. Isn't that just amazing to you guys? We're alive for 70 days after, I think Ted and them died on like day 30? Something like that. Actually crazy. Game has crashed. Okay. Well, you know what to do to make a YouTube channel great. That's like, comment, and subscribe. I can only do one thing, which is upload videos, and that's not one of the 3 things that make a YouTube channel great. Because you can upload 1 to 2 videos a year and still make a great YouTube channel. But my content isn't actually that great. It's more just like me talking to you about things. So, love ya. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.